This is where you would want to long NVIDIA. This is a great breakdown area. And again, if we get any bounce, I'm going to look for shorts because we broke down from the trend. The trend is this heuristic channel that I watch, and we seriously broke down from that channel. We've got a huge gap right here all the way down to 300. There's no reason why this couldn't fill very quickly. Let's look at something like NVIDIA. NVIDIA big breakdown on the weekly. Very bearish looking chart. This does not look great. The daily, though, ironically, very hard to short off of this using RSI. Extremely confusing. Finally breaking down. It looks like it's confirming almost this M top. And you can see I drew a chaos M top off of that. And it points to a target of 185 down here, which if I take the range, right? So let's look at the range of NVIDIA from the bottom all the way to the top here, right? So where would your buy zone be for NVIDIA? Your buy zone, ironically, would be right where the chaos level points to. Rectangle. Here we go. This would be my buy zone for NVIDIA right down here between basically 200 and 150. People are still stunned at how awesome the breast signals are. Possible. So this is where you would want to long NVIDIA. This is a great breakdown area. And again, if we get any bounce, I'm going to look for shorts because we broke down from the trend. The trend is this heuristic channel that I watch, and we seriously broke down from that channel. We've got a huge gap right here all the way down to 300. There's no reason why this couldn't fill very quickly. There are potential divergences here. You can see 7 potential divergences, 1 confirmed. So you really have to be careful with this area. And I am again looking for some kind of bounce, but it might just go straight down. You don't get any entry. It's very possible they might just take this all the way down after basically distributing. This was just a massive distribution, just like how this was a massive accumulation. So they accumulated from basically May 2022 until December 2022. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 10 months. And then how many months to distribute? We can assume distributing started in May, end of May. We'll just say 1st of June. So June, July, August, September, October. So five months of distribution, 10 months of accumulation, 5 months of distribution. That makes sense. Usually selling takes half as long as the buying, so it could be this is the time for it to dump. Anyway, that's what I expect on the video. I'm going to look for short entries on some kind of bounce here. If we don't get a bounce, then I might have to chase. We'll see. I really hope we get a little bit of a bounce. Options tell me that we should, but things look very bad. I don't see any. It really doesn't look like there's much room for a bounce here. Do we have any support? Let me see. I mean, we do have support here, right? This is the pretty big support area that was created between April and May. So I don't see this breaking too easily. And it would make sense again for them to bring it up into the close Friday around 4,200. And that's where, again, I'll consider shorts. Probably wouldn't get short until Monday. I don't really like taking positions on Friday. I think that's my thoughts on the S&P and NVIDIA. Another thing is one that I'm watching heavily is Boeing. So Boeing, you know, with all the wars going on, usually Boeing is a lagging sector. It lags behind a lot of the other defense companies, but it eventually does rally. It's looking very negative on a weekly chart. However, it does have a 9 that came in. And then if we look at a 3-day, the 3-day also has a 9, and the daily looks like it's trying to put in a divergent bottom. So I am looking at potential longs on Boeing, assuming that we are going towards some kind of serious war where Boeing is going to make a lot of money. So this is something I'm watching very closely and something you might want to keep an eye on. I mean, there's massive bottoming signs here. We've got a 9 on the daily, a 9 on the 3-day, a 9 on the weekly. The monthly looks fine. Not amazing, but not bad. Yeah, I don't see why this couldn't have a nice bounce. I would like to see a bit more structure with price, but it's not a bad area to consider longs. You can always just set your stop right below the lows, right? So the lows are 176. You can just long 179 and set your stop at like 175. Buy some puts going out like 6 months. So that's something you guys could look at. I really like the divergence on RSI that I'm seeing here. I like the bottom on the weekly chart, the 9 that came in. 3-day also has a 9. I'm just keeping my eye on this one. Look at this 4-hour. It looks like it's really ready to just take off. So that was another one that stuck out to me that I wanted to talk to you guys about.